Hi guys, this is Dr. Nida with Keys of Health. We're in the middle of COVID-19 pandemic. The epicenter right now is New York City in the United States. The situation on the ground is quite grim. The hospitals are overwhelmed. They are turning away patients who are not displaying severe symptoms. Meanwhile, the testing kits are not readily available, so people who are displaying milder symptoms are not getting tested. So the smart thing to do at this point is if you display any of the COVID symptoms, please go into self-isolation and start treating yourself. Now, I'm not going to give you something bizarre. I am going to base this video on the extensive research that I have done so far from the doctors around the world who have been treating COVID patients. You see, there is no standard procedure on how to treat the patients. The hospitals are putting patients with severe breathing problems on ventilators, moving them around to help shift the fluid in their lungs. That's pretty much all they can do. A few doctors in New York City have administered vitamin C and have seen positive results in their patients. So I have gathered this data from around the world and have put together this kit for you. I am calling it the treatment kit, or the things that you should have in your medicine cabinet at this point in case you or anyone at home gets coronavirus. You see, we are not invincible. We have to be ready. We cannot wait to acquire these things until we get sick. That's not the smart thing to do. So we should have these things handy now in case we or anyone in our family does get sick. So let's get started. First and foremost, what you want to have is peppermint, spearmint, or eucalyptus oils. These are essential oils that help open up the membranes and ease the breathing. One of the things that coronavirus does is it restricts breathing. So if you start displaying the first signs of coronavirus, okay, and you have the dry mouth, the fever, even before the breathing becomes difficult, if you start administering these steam baths and start inhaling the steam with these oils, it will help open up the membranes and keep the breathing regulated. So this is something that you really want to have in your medicine cabinet. Another thing is vitamin C, 1000 mg tablets, which you need to take every 8 hours. You want to have liquid vitamin C for the children. Okay, now this is in case you are displaying symptoms. Otherwise, you don't need to take it every 8 hours. You have vitamin D3, 5000 IU or 125 mcg, which needs to be taken twice a day. Another thing is zinc. I would usually recommend taking zinc in food form, but if you are displaying symptoms, then you cannot wait to consume food that contains zinc. You need to go for the supplement. So definitely acquire some zinc supplements. I recommend zinc picolinate, 50 mg. You're going to take it once a day. Now, zinc can give you digestive discomfort, so be aware of that. And if you do have some digestive discomfort, cramps, or minor diarrhea, don't panic. It happens, and people usually recover quite quickly from it. Another thing you want to have is carob molasses or essence. I have shared this with you in the past. Carob is amazing for your lungs health, and this is something that you want to have handy in case you're displaying any of the symptoms. You start taking it to give your lungs the boost to fight off that infection. Another thing is Manuka honey. Why Manuka? Manuka has amazing antimicrobial properties. It kills germs more than other honeys. Please do some research to make sure you get the best quality honey that's available. It is pricier than other kinds of honey, but think of it as an investment for your health. So it's definitely worth it. You take 1 teaspoon of Manuka honey, you add it to half a cup of warm water, and you take small sips. Let it sit in your mouth for a bit, sort of like a warm massage for your throat before you swallow it. It is highly effective, and you should be doing it now, but make sure that you have it in your medicine cabinet. Another thing that you want to have is black seeds or black seed oil. You want to be taking it regularly. It's highly potent and very, very effective in giving the body the ability to fight off infections. Another thing you want to have is sea salt or Himalayan salt. Sea salt or Himalayan salt is very effective when it comes to gargling or just using it in your general diet. But I am going to tell you how you want to use it in this context. You want to take a couple of tablespoons, like a good amount of salt, a couple of tablespoons of sea salt or Himalayan salt with 1 lemon, and you want to add it to a pot of boiling water. So what you do is you cut up the lemon, you squeeze a little bit, and then you cut up the pieces and you add them to the boiling water with the salt. Then you inhale that steam deep into your lungs. So it's sort of like disinfecting your lungs, and you're taking those essential oils and the goodness of that concoction. So you want to inhale it every 3 hours. This is highly effective. It will hydrate the lungs and literally clean them out. If you can't ride out the fever and you want to reduce the fever, make sure you take Tylenol. Do not take ibuprofen. The studies that are coming out from around the world show that people whose symptoms progressed and they ended up in the hospital, or people who lost their battle to coronavirus, had ibuprofen in their system. So please be careful of that. Remember, nothing is concrete at this point. Like I said, I have been doing extensive research on this topic, and I'm trying to find the most recent recommendations by those who have been treating the patients. So this is what you should be doing right now, as well as what you should have at home in case someone at home does catch the virus. If you develop the symptoms, it is best, like I said, you treat it as if you have COVID. Go in isolation. Use a separate bathroom if possible. If that is not an option for you, then make sure you disinfect the bathroom after using it, especially the sink, toilet, and doorknobs. Have a separate towel, mark their utensils so no one else in the house is using those utensils. Change your clothes daily, preferably every time you sweat from the fever. And wash the clothes separately from the rest of the family members, and please make sure to use the highest temperature setting that is available in your wash machine. Have minimum interaction with others. Make sure you wear a mask if you do step out of the room, and if someone else is coming into your room to drop off something to you. Keep the interaction minimum between you and other people. And if you have children, this might be a good time to have a discussion with them, because this can be really difficult for single parents or parents of young kids. Because children want to be, of course, around you. So maybe you want to have these discussions now and prepare them just in case you or someone in the family does contract the virus. Let's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I wish you all well. Please stay safe. Please stay indoors. I will see you soon with another video. Meanwhile, please like and share the video with your friends and family, and please subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.